Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another Dark Souls discussion video. Well, the Remastered is going to be in our hands in a little over a month. And me, like many other Souls fans, is super hyped about getting my hands on it, playing one of my all-time favorite games in HD at 60 frames per second. However, something has been recently coming up as more and more details have been released about what's going to be changed in the Remastered and what's not going to be changed. I feel like there's been a very vocal minority of the Souls community who, I don't know, maybe they were a little bit confused about what Dark Souls Remastered was going to be, and now all I see everywhere is just bitching. And I think people confused it. This is Dark Souls Remastered, not Dark Souls Reimagined. And I think the difference here is very apparent. I think people genuinely had the idea that this was going to be a complete overhaul of Dark Souls. And I really don't know why anyone thought that. I've seen people accusing FromSoft of just making a cash grab, that they just want to rake in money from Souls fans, which is true, that is exactly what they're doing. And that because there are no changes to Dark Souls Remastered, it means that they just didn't put any effort into it and they're just throwing it out there. And to be honest, you have to understand how kind of remastered games tend to work. Unless the game needs like a complete overhaul, like No Man's Sky, a dev team is probably not gonna devote too many people to making a remastered of a game, especially since we know that FromSoft is working on another game currently, which will probably be something akin to Bloodborne 2. So they probably delegated some people for the remaster to make some new textures, make some new graphical improvements and all that. And to expect a complete overhaul of the game is a little bit too much. Sure, I would have liked some changes as well, believe me. I particularly, as many people do as well, have a problem with the Lost Izalith section of Dark Souls. It feels super rushed, the bosses are lazy, and I would have really liked an overhaul of the Bed of Chaos. However, I like to think of this remastered more of as a bonus. Let's be happy that we're getting a graphical improvement to such a classic. People who have never played the game will get to experience it. People who are longtime fans of the series will get to experience it again in a better way. I think we should be happy with that. And now I should make it clear that I'm not saying that we should excuse everything. For example, if they do not change the fucking lava texture in Lost Izalith and throughout the whole game, I'm going to shit on them endlessly, because that really should be something that should be changed. And I'm gonna be looking out for it. I'm keeping an eye on you, From. You better change the fucking lava textures, because I'm gonna be pissed if they don't. However, I feel like, you know, this like very vocal minority of the Souls community who just complain about everything are really the type of people who can never be made happy. I mean, a perfect example was going back to the PC version of Dark Souls, when From said that they had no idea how to work with PC, and fans just kept demanding it, and when the PC version was released and it was a mess, it was just endless complaints. So I think, I don't know, people have way too many expectations, mainly because maybe they have such close attachment to the series. And I know that people want to see Dark Souls better. I certainly want to see Dark Souls better, with improved Izalith, with maybe some new bosses, with some new weapon rebalancing. However, you also have to kind of temper expectations and realize that remasters are always bonuses. I feel like you should take them as bonuses. And again, just to reiterate, because I don't want people shitting on me, I'm not saying that they should be excused for everything, because certainly if they screw this up, I'm going to be the first one to point out that they've screwed up. However, I think we should just approach the remaster as a remaster. I will be playing the game again because it's one of my all-time favorites, and to be honest with you, I could always forgive Dark Souls for its gameplay issues. The overall package is one of the best, or one of my favorites, and honestly the graphical issues and the inconsistent frame rate in recent playthroughs I've done have bothered me more than the actual gameplay faults. This game is a classic, and it will always be a classic in my eyes, even with its faults. So I don't know, am I being too harsh on people who demand more from the remaster? Should we just expect a remaster, or is it fair to demand FromSoft to make a reimagining of the game and not just improve the graphics? I don't know. I feel like sometimes people can be a little bit entitled, and I think mainly it's because people have such strong attachment to the series and they want to see the game better, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be playing the remastered? I think most people are. I'm certainly going to be, and we'll see how it is. Again, if they fuck it up, I will be the first one to point it out. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little Dark Souls discussion, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.